Hello fellow beaders and welcome back to my channel. So in this bead crochet series I'm going to talk about pattern reading. See, in my earlier episodes or in my earlier tutorials I have explained how to read a pattern that you find on the internet. These are free patterns that you can get on Pinterest and in Google and other places. So I was actually telling you about how to read this. Here the circumference 8 means that it is a 8 bead crochet row, and repeat of colors is 72. That means after every 72 beads we are going to have a repetition of the design. So it's not repeat of colors, it's the repeat of the pattern itself. And rows per repeat, that means if you crochet 72 beads you will get 9 rows. So that's the meaning. Actually this one is not of much significance here, because it doesn't like help much in deciding much of for the making the crochet piece as such, the crochet tube as such. And if you want to know, see 8 times 9 is 72. So this one is that it is something that you can easily calculate. So not but we should just definitely value that the designer has put in this information here. The total number of rows is 60. That means this pattern that has been designed is for 16, but we have the choice of reducing it or increasing it. But remember, whenever you are to increase, you will increase by 1 repeat. And if you want to decrease the number of rows, that is if you do not want 60 rows, then again you have to you have to decrease by 72 beads. That means each repeat of beads must be reduced. That is especially if we are going to make something which is going to be joined invisibly. So this rope, if you are going to make a long one as a necklace and we are going to be attaching different type of a barrel clasp or any other kind of clasp, we need not actually worry much about where we are stopping our the bead crochet work, because the pattern, when it is repeating, it will not matter much at the end of the tube where you stop. But if you want an invisible join pattern tube or invisible join bangle or bracelet for this pattern, and if you want it to look seamless, that is you should not know where the starting and ending is, then definitely you should stop crocheting when you reach the desired length at the repeat of the pattern. So you cannot do less or more, because then the invisible join will not happen correctly. In order to understand this invisible join, I have another tutorial where I will show you exactly how to do an invisible join. There are about 3 or 4 tutorials I remember. I will link my playlist for bead crochet tutorials along with this, so you can visit those tutorials and see how to join invisibly. Then the total number of beads is 480. So that means in this project 480 beads have been used. This is to give us an idea of about supposing you have only a certain less number of like grams of beads with you, just to understand what is the number of beads that you might need. But usually I guess all beaders have enough of bead stash, and we will be able to either complete a bracelet or a necklace as we intend to. Okay, this is one way of the pattern presentation. And when we have this information, what is here is the list of beads and how we have to put on the beads onto our thread. So we start with 28 beads of white, 1 bead of red, 1 of white, 1 of red, 5 of white, 4 of red, and so on till we reach the end. When you put on all these beads on your thread, it will be equal to 72 beads. So that's the list of beads that is here. So this is another way also where you can see the pattern is also, this is also a free pattern that I have taken out from the internet. So it is designed by, see, this Be Little Design, and it was available free there. So this has very little information here. The circumference is 8. That means it is a 8 bead crochet row. and the total number of beads used to make this bracelet is 1020 pieces of beads have been totally used. That is mixing all the colors, not one color, all the colors together. 1020 beads have been used. So here you see where the information is only two types, the circumference and the total bead. There is no repeat of colors, and there is no how many rows per repeat and etc. things like that, because there is no repeat, so that you can definitely not tell how much is per repeat also. In this you can see that the arrangement of the beads is written in a horizontal line, so that it's the same as what is here in the vertical line. So supposing you have more number of beads, after you finish reading this, we will be moving on to the next set. In the same way, here it is only the direction has been changed, so it has to be read horizontally. We'll put in these beads in this order, and then after you finish this, we'll continue with these beads in this order, and the third row will continue like this, and till we come to the end of this. Remember, see the bangle itself, you can understand that there is no repeat of a design anywhere, so each one is a separate color. So from start to finish is just one arrangement of beads. There is no repeat in this. So if, in case you pick up something like this, I just wanted to help you to understand. So this is the meaning of this, and this is how it has to be worked. This is a pretty bangle. I hope sometimes I'll be able to make this. And also remember the bead, okay, you can use any size bead. You can use size 8, size 11, size 10, size 15 or anything. Usually I am using size 8 because I find it comfortable to work with size 8, whereas size 11 is really very pretty if you're working with size 11, and size 15 is even more prettier, but they are so tiny, which definitely takes a lot of time and also strain on my eyes. So I'm sticking with size 8. So this is the information I wanted to share with all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and please do hit a like if you like my tutorials, and thank you very much for your subscription once again, and please do share it with other beader friends if you find my tutorials useful, and if you think it will be useful for them too. Thank you so much.